want her to pay just as much as you, but we have to get the information first.
I do not know if this is the right passage. Need more time. A perfect strike.
To think the world is safer now.
I need to find another guide stone to learn the correct sigil. This passage does not lead to Corvus. This sigil marks the correct passage. This is the passage I have been searching for.
Wondered how much Adria relied on Diablo's power instead of her own. Based on her blood golems, her magic is very strong. These flesh gorges are raised from earth, stone, and demon blood, and they are driven to feast on humans so they may resemble us more closely. Let's hope they don't succeed. The flesh shaman was created from the blood of the witch Adria. Because of that, the shaman is able to use magic as she does, channeling the power of blood and fire. Luckily, Adria only has so much blood to shed, and not for much longer.
A perfect strike.
Ancient ruins outside Westmarch, and then I realized they were crawling with dreadful scarabs. It's
creatures do not frighten me, but they make my research much too time-consuming. And I am widely known for my efficiency, am I not?
Not ready yet. Strike is true. Need more time. I strike at your heart. Strike is true. You die.
Adria birthed these golems from the blood marsh. Their bodies were formed from the water and earth of the marsh itself, while the venom of the marsh creatures gave them life. Their very skin seems to burst with the poison of this land.
It would be nice to have Irena here with us. I mean, she's a good fighter to have by your side.
Your death comes. Undoes you. Needs more time. The truth burns you. Your death comes. Needs more time. A perfect strike. My curse upon you! Not ready yet. The spirits aid me. Perfect strike. Laura, you come with me no further. When I am done, you can join me.
You're going to kill her, aren't you?
I will do what must be done.
We're all counting on you.
Need more time.
I have uncovered an obscure and ancient tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Nephilim, gods by another name, and their ruined civilization in the West. If this is true, how could all signs of these Nephilim be lost, but for the record of this single tome?
Never tell Lyndon I said this, but I believe he is a more honorable man than he lets on.
My curse upon you! Needs more time.
By all reason!
The truth burns! The truth burns! Needs more time. The truth burns! Need more time. Needs more time. Your evil undoes you. My strike is true. Need more time. The truth burns. Not ready yet. My strike is true. Needs more time. Need more time. Your death comes.
Nephilim were not gods, but our own ancestors, gifted with long life, magic, and abilities far beyond ours. Yet they were still men. I wonder if these pages hold the key to unlock their powers once again.
You die. aid me! Spirits aid me!
Imagine the ancient Nephilim treading these halls.
It undoes you! My strike is true.
Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael.
Adria.
The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs.
Angels and
You sent me a vision. He had returned, and you were the one who freed him.
never.
disaster will return.
And yet, you die alone.
Diablo will return. I have done what I can to ensure it. He always finds a way. In your heart of hearts, you know this.
Before she died, Adria conjured an image of pandemonium.
She was searching for Malthael, so he must be there.
I am returning to town.
I was separated from the other soldiers and surrounded by the dead when I saw him. I gazed into the face of death himself. I couldn't move. I just stared as he passed through me. His touch was like ice, so cold. But something in me changed. Something I cannot understand.
Shira's newly established rule over Westmarch did nothing to quell the civil war, which continued until she was driven mad and eventually killed by the plague. Cornelius, grandson of Justinian III and slave to the Zakharum faith, used this opening to crush the rebels once and for all and become the new king.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it. How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done. Rackus conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
Where are you going? I have some good news.
Good news?
I mentioned what you did to some guards I met. You could get a commendation or something when this is all over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Malthael is in pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
He thinks to grow more powerful than me while skulking in the shadows like a rat.
The only way to Pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once.
Lara! Peter!
For whom do you search?
Oh, it's my children. They're out playing a game, but I'll find them soon enough.
I now know death better than I know the shape of my hand or my own sword. Hendel charged into battle at my side. I'd known him since I enlisted, but when I looked at him that night, I had a vision. I saw the faces of the men he had killed, and I saw that he would not live to see the morning.
According to the records, King Rackus had a strong jaw, hair as black as night, and wore gleaming armor over his muscular... Sorry, what was I talking about? Every time Westmarch is invaded, a hero appears to save it. History is much easier to write with a strong protagonist. Rackus and his sons built much of Westmarch during their time. The ruins and the marshes outside the city may be their work too. Of course, whenever I ask the Crown for gold to further my excavations, there's always a more pressing matter at hand. We can't start to rebuild until we know that the one who caused this devastation is dead.
It will not be long. I swear it.
I hope so.
So, now it's on to pandemonium? You'll see a world only a few humans have laid eyes on before.
I have glimpsed the unformed land. There is nothing greater.
Ah, the beauty of life is lost on you, isn't it?
I'm telling you, Lyria was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Lyria's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
Did Zai feel any remorse for his actions?
No, not then. He felt pride. Dirges was possessed by an all-consuming rage. As Zai had stolen what was most valuable to Dirges, he would take from Zai all that he held dear.
Did Dirges kill him?
Dirges took something much more dear than Zai's life. His joy. He killed everyone Zai had loved and held dear. Oh, then he slew Lyria. Her light went out from the heavens. The seas wept, and the waves of their tears crashed upon the shore.
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
You had no choice. The Templar used fear and violence to make you into a slave. But now the truth has burned away the lies. You are free to believe in what your heart says is true.
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar. When I was forced to admit my beliefs were wrong, I was lost. I was afraid I would always feel that way. But instead, a sense of calmness has come over me. I'm no longer at war with myself.
The spirits and I are glad, my friend. You have cast aside the false teachings of this world and opened your eyes to truth.
Wish I could go fight.
What is this?
Destroy the gate! And Nephilim is here!
Dares to attack us? Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind. But my brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
Malthael tried to destroy the way to Pandemonium. He knows that I am coming for him. I will cross the broken land over which angel and demon have fought wars beyond counting, to the Pandemonium fortress, where the angel of death waits, hiding behind its walls.
There is a siege camp not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done. Soldiers of hell, having grown accustomed to the taste of war. Must I do everything for you? Chaotic realm, and many demons remain scattered throughout it. In particular, the war-scarred marauders were unwilling to return to the Hells, and they have taken to pillaging the remaining angelic outposts in the battlefields. They may not be the most powerful of their kind, but they are clever and insidious, and no strangers to war. We do not have the luxury of time.
rune. Bring it with you. Do you see the battering ram below? That is the only way you can breach the fortress gates. But it is useless without the siege runes that power it. You have one in your possession, but there are two more. You will find them on the battlefield below, imprisoned along with the demons that carried them. Once you have the runes, go to the ram. But know this, Nephilim. Even if you release Malthael from his madness, I will not thank you for it.
I do not need your thanks.
Leave me alone. I'm getting drunk, and no, I'm not sharing.
Talk to Adria about the dagger. Answers will bring you peace you will not find from drink.
Don't be so sure. I found all the answers I need. The bloody Thieves Guild killed my brother.
You say that, but you do not know if your words are true.
Neither do you.
In the end, Zai trapped her just in the ruby Lyria had worn. Zai kept the stone around his neck as a reminder. In time, though, the burden grew too great to bear, and he cast off the stone. His divinity, everything. Where there once stood a young god, there was now just an old man.
An old man?
So the story says.
Linda left a dagger here earlier. I'm guessing you're behind that.
He is beginning to listen. Can you tell me anything about it?
Let me look. It's well crafted for a Kingsport blade, and the hilt seems to be hollow. Someone hid a note inside. Here, you should take it to Linden. A thought on what you said, and you may have been right. Can't bear the thought of another friend's death.
The alternative is to spend a life alone. No easy path, Adria.
I suppose so.
I joined a caravan of refugees heading to Bramwell, but we never made it there. Brigands slaughtered everyone. I ran into the forest and hid for days before I dared come out. How am I ever going to find my son?
Peter and Lara have been playing hide from the monster all day. Such imaginative children.
I see no children here.
I said they were hiding, didn't I?
I tried to leave the city today, but the gates are all closed. The guards won't let anyone in or out.
What are you going to do?
Stay here and hide, I guess. I am a coward.
Stop that! You're a good man.
I see death everywhere. Even when amongst the living, I see the specter of endless night. But you are different. Death's shadow surrounds you. It obscures all else.
The people of Westmarch are starting to rebuild the city and bury their dead. Their strength is an inspiration. But there are children that witnessed their family being torn apart. Others climbed over piles of corpses to get to safety. What will they make of the world when they grow up? The city has scars that will linger for generations. Deckard Cain wrote much about the Pandemonium Fortress. He kept meticulous notes, drew sketches, and even made some maps. But nothing matches what is there now. The fortress has changed so much since Malthael took over.
Best service in Westmarch.